Hello, guys, gals, and other pals. We are back for Pool 16.
This is Yama. You may remember me from the last pool. And then joining me for this pool and a couple other ones is Tiza. You know.
We are coming into Pool 16. As Anson will remind us, you should all be so proud of your DDR progress. He's not wrong.
Yep, and just a little recap of who's going to be competing in Pool 16. It's going to be Yoshi, who actually moved on from Pool 15 with a commanding lead. As well as him is Funhaver. Some people know him as Ethan. DDRisAwesome, a.k.a. Zachary. And Anson, who's a very up-and-coming Vegas player that a lot of people know from the last card tournament that we had a few months ago.
Yeah. We are getting right into it, so you can see the card at the bottom of the screen. Anson protected Tokyo Evolved, Type 3.
Yep.
And Funhaver, Ethan, protected Rising Firehawk Expert, 15.
One of his bread and butters. I believe he played that for Champions League a couple weeks ago, so very fresh in his mind. Known for having some of the nastiest MA in all of SoCal.
Yep. Funhaver, also known as Big Mood.
Big Mood, Doge DDR, bunch of names.
Yep.
Now he's known as Funhaver.
Yep. Crazy accuracy, you mentioned that. The MA is super crazy. He has been super accurate for a really long time. Anson, I watched like half of Anson's matches at last card, and he just seems to rip everything.
Yeah, Anson made a big, I think he had the biggest run going from Pool 14 to 17 at last card. One of the craziest scores of the entire tournament was him just PFCing 9 ESP, the 17, in tournament. Had a huge eruption from the audience when he got that score.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was sitting behind the cab, well, sitting watching behind the cabs, and that was just like... But he's also such a cheerful dude. I mean, you can't see on the player cam, but he's always got a big smile on his face.
Yeah,
Saw the comment, he's like, everyone should be proud of themselves, and all that good stuff.
He's probably the most feel-good player in the tournament.
Yeah.
He's already just cheesing and smiling for the crowd, taking bows.
They're getting right in. Tokyo Evolved Type 3, Expert 16. Really tricky. All of the Evolved charts have a lot of stuff.
A lot of very abrupt stops throughout.
Yep.
Very streamy for most of the chart as well.
A lot of fun syncopation also. Some slightly tricky rhythms. And then stops like that.
Gonna get the first knowledge check from the the stops coming up pretty soon.
Both players keeping it super tight.
About to get a rocket boost. Anson pick up a good while Ethan can PFC through it. But all in all, still a very close match. EX-wise, we're within 6 of each other with over half the song to go.
Oh, we're dead even for a second. This section of the song is pretty tricky because the sync drifts a little bit as well. So staying accurate really hard. And there's a lot of those DDR special like micro BPM changes. If you ever want a good time, go check out this file on similar. Anson sneaking ahead a little bit.
Yeah, this is a very tricky section regarding the footing. It's if you double step it, you can definitely be facing the wrong way if you misstep. And very tricky with the last couple stops. Anson taking it by 10 or by 12.
Super back and forth. I feel like this tournament, more than I've seen in other tournaments recently, there's been a lot of just like back and forth matches. Like less just someone's in the lead and they just chill for the song, and way more player 1's leading, player 2's leading, now it's tied, back and forth. It's been really fun to watch.
Especially when the trade-off is like maybe somebody's better at MA, but they're not quite as good on the tricky sections. In this case, the ending of Tokyo 3 is very hard with the stops and just with very technical footing.
Yep.
And now we're gonna
Rising Firehawk.
Funhaver's pick.
The 15 re-rated from a 14 from DDR Ace. We were talking about that earlier.
Arguable, yep.
Very long chart. Personally, I feel like this is still a 14, but I mean, it's a 15 if it says 15 on the number, so it's 15. But yeah, very long song. Lots of spaced out jumps and eighth notes with some 16th bursts, some crossovers. Fairly tricky.
Shout outs to Chrono and Chad, dude. Vamos. And we're expecting this to be a very, very tight MA battle between both players.
Yeah.
Every perfect is gonna count.
I love when a MA-centric song has such a super heavy kick like this. You're just smashing that kick bass every single time.
Yeah. Once again, shout out to the pad mics. Very, very crispy footsteps from both players.
Ooh, tight. Let's go.
Coming up to one of the more satisfying sections with the optional foot switches on the eighth notes up here on the ups and downs.
Wow, how have we never thought to switch on that part?
It's so fun.
That does look fun, but they are
Couple
still
more.
tied.
Like we said, every perfect is going to count and could end up determining the entire match.
And a reminder that, well, Anson is playing on his card, so, but this is a Smurf card. Maybe not his actual. Man. Funhaver up by about 5, 4?
About 4, and we're about to hit some kind of tough step jump sections going into the end of the song. I think the EX it is only 2, so
Tied.
is tied.
Oh,
Anson's
Anson's
actually
ahead.
just
Oh, at the very end by 4 EX. Oh my goodness. Again, 11 to 15. Let's go, boys. What a match.
A roar of woes coming from the audience after that song just was determined in the last 5 seconds.
Yeah. It's crazy that somehow, like, with such a low perfect count, the match was still that interesting.
Yeah.
Super tight, lead changes back and forth, like.
When it's close throughout, sometimes you don't need a super tough chart to make it interesting. It's just every perfect counts and every perfect adds to the drama.
Yep. It also helps, like, the length of that song helps drag out the, like, match excitement a little bit, because if that was over in a minute and a half, we would not have seen any of that. It would have just been a cruise to victory. So, not that I enjoy playing songs that are like 2 minutes and 10 seconds long.
Yo, let's cut out to the crowd. Shout outs to the crowd. Right now, we're getting the next 2 players up. Yoshi, who won pool 15, and DDRisAwesome, Zachary. If you see a very loud Filipino boy going crazy and fainting, that's Zachary's little brother, Jeremy.
You could tell because of the hair.
Yeah. You also might remember him from Boba Cup 1. It's amazing that he didn't lose his voice at all in April when they held the event here for the first time.
All right.
Players
are logging in.
Pal, I'm surprised you're not saying Filipinos rise down.
Is that a Impel's short joke?
No, just it feels bad being Filipino.
That's funny. All right. I believe, yes, we have the card draw. Oh, no. DDRisAwesome protecting Saberwing, Akira, Ishihara, Headshot Mix, CSP, and then Max Unlimited from Yoshi, the OG.
Wow. The song is literally older than Yoshi, I believe. At least about as old.
Is it really? How old
19?
is Yoshi? 19?
2004?
Max 2. Yeah, close.
About the same age.
Yikes.
Crazy. Well, this is going to be a fun matchup, y'all.
This is going to be a hype one. Saberwing, lots of tempo changes, some stops, lots of crossovers, high-speed stream.
Scooby's at the end.
Max Unlimited, the OG. depending on who you ask, the hardest song to time in Extreme.
Yep.
Which I've never thought about that hard, but like Max Unlimited, it's up there.
What a flex. What a flex. Oh, VYHD bringing some attention to Egoism and 9 that were vetoed. Okay, so yeah, I think it is older than Yoshi probably.
Oh no. I hate thinking about this. Anyway, getting right in. Zach yelled, "Oh, why did I do that?" when he got the miss.
Zachary talking to the fans.
We're going to come right out of the slowdown here into a bit of a streamy section. A lot of motion in this song.
But to those of you who are not familiar with DDRisAwesome or Zachary, he's definitely potentially the crowd favorite. Beloved by so many people here. One of the most easygoing, funny people in the DDR community. So if you haven't met him, hopefully you get a chance to at some point.
Yeah, he is hilarious. He is also down by about 15 EX.
A lot of chart left to go, especially the death stream and ending runs with that figure some very difficult Scoobies at 340, 320 EX. Basically this.
The not quite DSMO run.
Not quite.
Ooh, Yoshi running away with it. One more outro section.
Oh, and Yoshi takes it with 50. Bringing some attention to Jack. If y'all haven't heard Zachary's commentary from last card with Toxic Jordan, please take a look at that. I think out of that entire pool, half of it was talking about Gilmore Girls and not DDR whatsoever. It was so good.
Yeah, there's like, some people are good at commentary because they're very smart, and some people are good at commentary because they're very hype, and some people are good at commentary because they're freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
And
like, Zachary's one of the more serious tryhards in the DDR community, but you would never know it by talking to him.
Yeah. My introduction to Zachary was, I think, the first time I went to Round 1 Burbank.
Yeah.
And he was there, and I'm like, oh, this young kid's playing. And then I watched him PFC a 17, and I was like, ah, shit.
And Filipinos, am I right?
You might be. We got a lot representing here today.
Zachary risen up his brother.
That's so funny.
MPal, definitely one of the most stylish DDR players. Just anybody in SoCal, to be honest. He's also rocking the purple and blue hair right now.
All right, we're coming into Max Unlimited, the classic.
Let's see how well both players know this chart.
Yoshi's been ripping the high BPM stream today. We'll see if he keeps holding that on for this song. Mostly 300 BPM with a shift up to 320 towards the end. Little did we know that this was going to be the plan forever from Phenomenon. Release Crazy Boss song, add 20 BPM and release another one. This section sneakily dropping down a little bit too. I think it's like 260 or so. And then back up to 300 here.
And just trying to find the window throughout this entire song is a very difficult chore for a lot of people. Kind of goes between being a little early and a little later throughout the whole song.
Yoshi with a big lead already, 30 and change.
Let's see if both players know how to time the stop. Looks like Yoshi got a marvelous and Zachary got a perfect coming out of that.
For those of you studying at home, it's 4 beats after the arrow stop. Those step jumps are so nasty.
Yeah.
It's like
Jumps
not
on the
surprising
16.
at all. The flow in this section is really hard too. A lot of double steps. A lot of just crazy stuff going on. But Yoshi, totally unfazed.
Yeah.
Super clean run. I want to see 28
That is,
and 1.
that is a scary score from Yoshi.
Yoshi wrecking.
Looking at the audience, we actually see some faces of disgust when they looked at that result screen.
Yeah, that's gnarly. 28. Yeah. Yoshi came to play today.
Yeah, shout out to
by him.
Shout out to Heaton, who was making the like stankiest stank face. But yeah, shout outs to both players. That was some good ass DDR. Let's go.
Both players. Let's go, Bonf players.
Bonf players.
All right, so that was a Yoshi 2-0. Now we have Yoshi versus Anson.
Yep.
Coming in, we will have the card draw arriving shortly for you all. Yep. This is going to be exciting. Yoshi been ripping. Yoshi's got some crazy perfect counts so far. We have the double pocket pick. So Anson pockets go for the top challenge. Wow. I like that a lot. And then Yoshi pockets Neutrino Expert.
Both disgusting picks. Both unloading on each other.
Yeah. This is, I really love the kind of interplay between the waterfall pool format and pocket picks because it kind of forces you to use it. In a bracket, you kind of have a sense of like, well, I guess I got to use it when I'm in the loser's bracket.
Yeah.
In pools,
it's very strategic.
There's like kind of that thought process of like which of these three matchups do I need the most?
Yep.
But yeah, go for the top challenge. Just a lot of arrows in this song. A lot of arrows. They're very fast. They are lots of crossovers too. Very high speed.
Looks
super tiring.
Just a quick aside. Looks like MPAL took the bait. Thank you. But this is one of the most hype 18s in my opinion. Very, very tough.
Yep.
Very dense, even though it's a shorter song in terms of time length.
Yep. It has the really fun little stutter stop.
Yeah, with all the freezes, yep.
And then the gradual slowdown that everyone would get greats on.
Then rocket boost. And just full of like very whippy crossover triples and just 16s everywhere.
Also, those two holds are pretty much the longest break in the song, I think.
Yeah, once the song starts, there's really no breaks until the song's over.
Just like gnarly crossovers, all the runs are...
And that's one of the more disgusting crossover jack sections.
Big steps on the freezes. Anson's still with a green combo. Yoshi's right there, though. See how they handle the slowdown?
And the rocket boost. Ooh, it's a close match. I think we're within 6 right now.
Anson got away a little bit after the rockets. So we'll see what happens.
All right, Anson's up 11 going into the second very short break of the song.
I love how jump jacks at 180 is a break.
Man, yeah, this song is just completely relentless. Just when you're already tired, it forces you to do all these disgusting crossovers.
Anson tripped up at the end.
Oh
man, lost it at the last second. And
yeah,
then,
the ending made all the difference for this.
Gosh. 64 and 11, 2 goods, 8 misses for Yoshi. 74 perfects, 15 greats, 4 goods, 3 misses.
Let's go both players. That's a disgusting score for either one of them.
That is an extremely let's go both players.
And it could have gone either way.
The machine scores both 979, 978. Like, whew.
Yeah, it was tight the entire way. It looked like Anson was just about to start taking the lead at the end and then just facing the wrong way, just I think for one step, and then trying to catch himself was all the difference.
Yeah, when crossover patterns are that fast, you have no leeway to be late, to trip up, to take something the wrong way. Not only are you missing what you did, you're going to be in the wrong spot for the next thing that's coming. And on a song like Go for the Top, the next thing is coming immediately.
Yep.
You have no time. All right.
All right, now we're hovering over the next.
Expert. We saw this a little earlier.
Yeah, I believe it was it a shoopa pick or?
Shoopa played it.
Gotcha.
I was hiding behind the check-in booth trying to catch my breath
Yeah.
from the pool that I played in like 3 hours ago. So,
Yeah. Very difficult, technical, tricky 16. Known for kind of being the wrong BPM for a lot of the song. Just
yeah.
there's like no good scroll speed that you can get that you're going to be comfortable for most of it, and then just the infamous ending where a lot of people lose a lot of PFC runs, and in the case of the last time we saw Shoopa play, like, that was, I think it was Shoopa versus XY Havocs, and XY Havocs, I think, had 20 EX lead going into the very ending burst, and ended up only winning 3, so a giant slide of 17 EX in a matter of like 3 seconds.
Timing the end of the song is super hard with a long break and quiet background. One of the upsides to having a smaller venue like this is that it does get a little bit quieter, so you can see, but even so. Like Yama mentioned, starting in a slowdown, goes up to speed, goes away at 300, and becomes, I think it's 15 after the whooshes, so it's just always a little tough to read.
Both players very comfortable with the speed up.
Yeah, the 300 bursts in this song are very easily memorizable. They're like measure deep. Tricky patterns, but short. Anson had a little trouble coming out. Still only 5.
All right, we're about to settle into the main BPM of the entire song, and right now it looks like Yoshi has a small lead of about 6. After this series of small jumps and step jumps, it's going to become a very gallopy boy.
The jumps with that speed are so fast.
Yeah, and this one, because it's like just full of gallops, it's very easy to turn the wrong way and to force your way to double step to correct your footing. Ooh. All right.
Yoshi by 19.
Going
The
into
end
the
run,
ending.
and the trill, and the crossover.
Ooh.
Anson
Yoshi
tried
nails
his
it.
damnedest. But Yoshi takes the 2-0 over Anson.
Yoshi is very, very dominant coming into pool 16. Very, very convincing wins on both of these matches against Anson.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty hype runs this tournament. After we saw Oxford win 4 pools yesterday, like seeing Yoshi move up and immediately rip into pool 16, like cool to see. Some good ass DDR, as they say. All right, we are moving into, what are we moving into? I don't know what the next match is.
Is it going to be Funhaver and DDRisAwesome?
They played already. Wait, no they didn't.
No, they didn't.
Yes, it's probably that.
I'm just looking at, what's on the screen.
Yes.
Oh, that's going to be a hype match.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's going to be hype.
Funhaver versus DDRisAwesome. We have,
So if the last match was basically 2 people who were not local to SoCal playing against each other, this is going to be the SoCal match of pool 16. Both players coming out of basically the 818 and 805 area code, so like North LA and the North LA suburbs. Then a quick break to look at the pool standings. Through half of the matches, it looks like Yoshi is dominating right now with 12 points, and second is Anson.
oh. Crowd getting hype, both in general and because Ethan took a stop off to reveal a tank top.
That and Zachary just bat his eyelashes towards the crowd.
All right, so we are going into Shiny World Challenge first.
I forgot about that little wrinkle. Thank you, Nightman, for calling that out.
Oh, we didn't mention that.
Yeah, so most of the other pool, or every other pool, pretty much only one person that won the pool would advance the one above it. This one, we're going to be getting 2 that are going to go into top 6.
Yes. They will play our 2 top 4 players,
Yep.
which is T-Swag and Fenrir.
Yep.
As you waiting for them in the first round of Double Elim.
Yep.
Then the winners of those matches will have to deal with Harujun and Tai. Godspeed.
The past and the present.
Yeah, right? But yeah, Shiny World Challenge, the pocket pick from Zach. And then Ethan protecting Monkey Business Challenge. Unsurprisingly, Pluto the First and Endymion the Vetoes.
And yeah, quick reminder, this is Zachary's pocket pick. He has been practicing this the last week or so. Been very, very sick with it.
It'll be interesting to see what turn mods we see.
Both players
left from
opting.
Anson, right from...
Not Anson, Ethan.
Oh, Anson fan. I just read the tag. Right there. So left for Ethan, right for Zachary. Both players
choosing to doing candles rather than crossovers.
Yep. That changes a lot of the crossover runs. Something more manageable for some at the expense of the overall chart flow.
No, you can't change what you wrote, Chaos. Come on.
You can see
After
Zach
the
jumping into foot switch. Those candles before turning.
After the first set of what used to be crossovers, Zach seems to have a lead of about 10 EX, so definitely showing off that the practice paid off. So quick aside, shout outs to Shiny World CCP, everyone's favorite double 16 chart.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Oh,
Is that ironic or is it?
Oh, you should watch it. It's very infamous.
Zach just goes, "Aw," out loud when he got the grade. Loud enough for us to hear behind the commentary soundproofing wall. But Funhaver ran away with it a little bit in that last section.
Yeah.
Oh.
Got some misses,
Zachary
but
got all of the perfects, kind of in a big chunk.
yeah, just kind of lost track of where that marvelous window was.
Yeah.
And you don't need much of an opening for somebody with as good accuracy as Ethan to take advantage of that.
Big moves, small perfect counts.
Oh, well said. All right, yo, so monkey business. Can we get some bananas in chat?
Yes. Or monkeys.
More monkey.
Chatter's choice.
Where's Diani when you need her?
So the well-loved, highly regarded monkey business. Kind of stuttery stops and mini slowdowns in the intro. The long drills in the big slowdown in the middle. Well, not drills, but...
kind of that weird, like almost windshield washery sort of patterns.
The kind of like left up, left, right up, right.
Satisfying to hit, but very hard to read in the slowdowns of monkey business where it goes half speed in that section. Oh shoot. No, shout out to Novar Ben.
Zach's brother yelling, "Give him the monkey business." It's good to know that all that runs in the family.
At least 2/3 of the brothers. Oh, Chaos. This is the first time you're watching Shiny World CDP.
Yeah, I'm going to have to watch this later. All right, so Funhaver setting up the sudden plus.
Going to be using sudden plus for the slowdown.
There is a sneaky spot to add sudden plus, so some players will elect to use it.
Oh, I've never seen it. That'll be a first for me.
It's a little tough. It's not like the worst, but it is you have to do a reach while you're on a hold.
Tournament viable.
Yeah.
It might be worth sacrificing potentially a miss or a bad judgment to save for the entire section to slow down.
Ethan slipping up on one of those stops.
Oh.
There's the reach.
Yeah, for the people who aren't here live, there is a big gap between the pads and the cab for this tournament.
It's about feet between the pads and the thing. So, oh no. Ethan loses the first section. So Zach by 20. A lot of drills left, though. I don't even know what to call them. They're kind of drills, but kind of not. Well, I mean, they're not drills, but I don't know. Fronts.
I'm interested to see where you turn off the 7+ here, though.
Oh, right here.
Oh! He used the inflatable Bam Bam bat.
He reached for it and didn't get it. So now he's going to desperately hang on.
I can't believe
I don't think... I think this one's in the bag.
I can't believe he pulled a Sunny.
Oh, man. I like the idea, but like I feel like the inflatable is just too soft. Like it's just
That's crazy. Definitely a match of many firsts. I've never seen that.
He did MFC the Jax for the mini slowdown. I bet it's because he
Yo,
still had 7+ on.
take all the wins. Take all the wins you can. That
with the pimp.
Both players
Getting
hug
back
it
on
out.
topic a little bit. Zach with the pimp.
Honestly, that was way more memorable with
Winning by 200 EX exactly.
So MPal,
we-
hold on. I'm gonna have Ethan point it to the camera so the chat can actually see what that was. One second.
Yeah. There, ooh. As Yama puts his headset down, mic down. But yeah, it was like an inflatable baseball bat thing, like kind of a standard arcade prize, and he had it in front of the pads. So yeah, there was Ethan showing it to the camera. Do it again. We're gonna get the full screen on it.
Again. Show the camera. Again. Show the camera.
We're getting him. Yeah, so he did his best, and I respect the hustle, especially. Well, I got in trouble with Sunny the last time I referred to myself as short, but
I mean, what is Sunny gonna do? He's not even here.
I could just like do this, and he won't be able to touch me.
Yo, dude, valid.
Okay, I'm
valid.
sorry. Sunny, you're not here for us to roast you in person,
Yeah.
so I had to get one in.
Yeah, Ethan's showing why he's the Funhaver.
Yes. Great effort. Props on the cojones to do that in a tournament.
Dude,
I
that's
don't know
crazy.
how much practice that, but that was dope. I'm glad it happened, even though it cost him the sock.
Yo, Worth.
Anyway.
Like, these tournaments are more about the moments than actually who wins the matches, to be honest.
It certainly can be. All right, so we have Firestorm as the pocket pick from Funhaver. That is interesting.
Yeah.
And then NGO as the protect from Yoshi.
Yeah. NGO
We saw
ESP.
him- Yeah, Yoshi ripped on NGO.
CSP, the challenge 18.
Yeah, earlier today. So, presumably.
Yeah.
I said presumably and assumedly. And
Both the 15 and the 18 share a lot of things in common. First of all, it's the same song, same sync. The ending run is very similar, very twisty. The main difference is the 18 features a lot more very rough step jumps.
Yes.
The 15 is a lot more polite in that regard, but if you're good at one,
Relatively speaking.
if you're good at the 18, you're probably good at the 15.
So MPal commenting on the pocket pick when it's in the card draw. If they don't pocket pick it, it could be vetoed by the other player. Because both players do get vetoes. So that is a way to guarantee it. Also, you get a pocket pick every single pool you're in. So if it's the last match and you haven't used your pocket pick yet, you just use it and guarantee the song that you want.
Yeah, it's a good way of preventing somebody from being extra mean with their pocket pick by banning something the other person's good at and then pocket picking off of that or whatever. But anyway, song's about to start. Firestorm ESP, one of my favorite 16s.
Shame. The song's a banger.
Yep. The beginning features some difficult step jumps into a bunch of little runs at 185 BPM or so.
God, Ethan reads so fast.
Yeah, for those of you who are not aware of or haven't played with Ethan in person, he is very typically playing at over 700 BPM, sometimes as high as like 740 on certain songs, and MAing comfortably too.
Yeah, I think he's on. Oh no, wait, they're both on 375. So this song is 177.
Oh yeah, Ethan's on 4, not 375.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, it is. So Ethan's reading at 708 right now. Holy macaroni. And
still has a small lead over Yoshi.
Yoshi's at 663. Right, if they just pass that here. Part of why I like this chart so much, other than the rhythm being fun, is that the patterns are fairly friendly. You have to move a lot, but you flow pretty nicely.
Yeah, and it's just very easy to rush some of these staircases as well, so make sure you're being very deliberate with all of your footing.
It's a great MA check 16. Like, I love this pick from Ethan, because if you can MA it, you can absolutely grip it. But it's still like a 170.
The difference in EX is I think like under 3 right now.
Yeah,
it's neck and neck. And it's tied right now.
Even.
Completely tied right now.
Oh my gosh!
Decided by one perfect.
Yoshi's sneaking ahead right at the end. Oh my goodness.
The same perfect count. The difference was one great versus a miss.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that is tragic. But also hype.
That was, yeah. Yoshi has been the king of sneaking ahead at the very end today.
Yeah.
Like, that's his third song win where he was losing, even for a bit, and then
wins
suddenly
at the end.
just whoop. And hey, that is all that counts. It's who is leading in the end. But, woof. Yoshi takes the first song.
Very tough break.
We are moving to NGO.
Oh, no.
Non-governmental organization. I don't think that's what it stands for. Yeah,
Yo, shout outs to Saramonte Food Court and Saramonte in general.
All right, so lots of tempo changes, lots of slowdowns, lots of jumps. Well, I guess less. I'm thinking the challenge chart.
Yeah, less jumps on the 15.
Yeah, well, same amount of crazy rhythms, offbeat stuff, dubious sync.
Yeah, it's a check on how good you are at visually timing the song.
I'm being extremely polite when I say dubious sync. So we will see how this goes. A reminder, we saw Yoshi play NGO CSP earlier today. He did a really, really great job, took the win on that. We'll see how that scales down. Go.
Yo, can we get some more not like this is in chat?
Yes, please. I'm not like this facing, you can't see me. So I have to move. This is one of those songs where it alternates between having very little happening and then doing.
Oh yeah, a lot like this.
As far as turn mods go, Yoshi playing it straight up, then playing it on left. The flow in this song is such a mess anyway. It's not like you lose out on too much turn mod. It's more about your own personal comfort and the patterns you're comfy with.
People who turn modded left or right tend to do it just for the ending screen. It's much easier to double step on a turn mod.
Yeah, the sync in this section is a mess. You can see it with Ethan getting grades.
And they were all surprisingly slow grades.
Yeah.
So slightly overcompensating for the dubious syncs. And both players stomping to try to hear themselves time on this song.
So far, Yoshi looking like he protected the right song. So it's his final run. And that is all she wrote.
Oh boy, it's turning.
Oh, let's go!
Wow.
I wasn't gonna use any of the words.
Our producer almost didn't get the very last judgment, but yeah, Yoshi clutches out the PFC.
44.
Man.
Are you serious?
That is crazy.
That is a non-ran.
That was also,
players.
that was the ethical PFC.
Yeah, the ethical. The PFC as Konami intended it, with no turn mod.
Yo, shout out to Slime.
Holy.
Let's get the hashtag Yoshi sweeps in chat.
Oh yeah, that is a 3-0. Yoshi will move on as the top seed. No, 3 matches.
3 matches, yeah.
I was getting it's a 2-0, you doofus, from our producer.
I mean, we are doofuses, but...
Yeah. He is correct in the context of the match and in the Tis as a doofus part. But, yeah, so Yoshi advances to top 6. We will play, I don't know how the seeding's going to work for that, but either T-Swag or Fenrir.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe seeding's going to be dependent on the final pool results from pool 16. But if that is tied, I wonder if they're going to play a tiebreaker to determine 3rd and 4th seed for top 6.
Yeah, definitely will. Either way, there needs to be kind of a ranked order for each pool. Can we get the pool progress up on the screen? Pool progress? Yeah. We can look at some points, see some numbers. I'm a big fan of numbers myself. So Yoshi locked in with the 18 points on the sweet 3-0 victory.
Wow.
But super tight on the back end. That didn't mean to do that. Should have played that better. Anson with 6 points. Both DDRisAwesome and Funhaver with 2 each. We have DDRisAwesome versus Anson. Zach can leapfrog into 2nd place with a 2-0 against Anson. Anson all but clinches this pool with a win here.
Yep.
Takes 2nd place.
Even a tie, I think, clinches it for Anson. So
yeah, Anson just needs to keep his head above water, basically.
He gets 1.5. He moves on to the next round.
Yep. So the songs in, we have Reach the Sky Without You, Expert 17, protected by Anson, and then Astro Gazer Challenge by Mr. Zachary.
Looks like MPAL's fishing for a timeout.
Mary, get your mind out of the gutter. I know it's hard because it's so much closer to the gutter than the rest of us. Right? That was an MPAL.
That one, yeah.
The least fun part of commentating is like the 8-second delay between saying something funny and then Twitch chat reacting to it. Because I'm going to be like, that was funny. Does anyone think it's funny? And I don't know exactly what the delay is. So you're kind of like, am I not funny or have they not heard the joke yet? And then you see the reaction. All right. Reach the Sky Without You. I love this song. I love this chart. I think it's so well done. Super hype. Great tournament pick. This song just checks all my boxes.
Yep.
This just makes me happy. 190 BPM at its max.
Some slowdowns.
Got a bunch of stops. Yeah, the slowdown with some sneaky little drills.
Some optional foot switches.
Yep. I also love that little like half turn thing. I just think this is really fun.
Ooh, we get a tie coming out 100 combo in. Very, very technical part of the chart at 190. And both players handling it very well, though. Going into the first slowdown.
Super tricky with these drills at half speed, plus all the jacks, handles.
Very satisfying seeing Zachary do all the foot switches on the down arrow.
This is one of those slowdowns. I have this thing where when it's a slowdown, my brain goes into, oh, this is a break. This song, not like that. This song makes you work real hard. Then immediately after you've tired yourself out, you have some knowledge checks on the stops.
All the little water drops.
Pop. NC and Energy Factory, they go hard.
Basically, the last tough section of the song is going to be a little bit of a longer run. Let's see how both players do.
The punch arrow. Anson running away with it. Oh, got the miss at the end. Both players trip up a little bit. Anson by about 30.
Yeah.
Sneaking away at the very end.
It was pretty close for most of it. Zachary making faces. Zachary showing off why he's the crowd favorite.
It's great that we have Zachary and Anson playing against each other because both of these guys
so
are
animated.
super animated, super charismatic. They wear their hearts on their sleeve. So between the two of them, it's like watching
it's
improv
like vaudeville.
Yeah, they're so I think that's actually good. They're both very theatrical people.
Yep.
And I say this in the most loving way. I love just being around them and watching them exist. It's just fun. All right, Astrogazer CSP, the Protect
from Zachary. Zach. Very tough 18, very twisty, and a lot of little 24th bursts.
Yep. Very stamina intensive.
But definitely part of his repertoire. One of the 18s that I used to see him play a lot at Burbank when I used to main Burbank's round 1.
As a sidebar, I love the fact that they put the little stop section in the preview because that part goes off.
Yep.
And it's very fun chilling in the options menu, waiting to pick, and then just being like, meh, 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 pow. It's just very fun. Second stage.
Yo, VYHD, what if they're both faces? Like, either one needs to be the heel in this.
They're definitely both faces.
Yep. Then, Ambi Sinister, it is definitely a vibe. Hopefully you can make it out to one of these events sometime.
It's super fun. I was talking to somebody earlier basically saying these people all self-select to hang out with other people that love DDR the same way.
And both of these players are completely locked into 155 BPM stream.
Completely locked in, he says, as both players bring combo.
Oopsie doodle.
Triplet crossovers. Little baby bursts in there too. When this song was played yesterday, the expert chart, I believe, and like the whole crowd started headbanging when the section started. It was so fun.
Ooh. Zachary completely committing to the cross-unders at the end of that. Yo,
they
the
both
entire
started singing.
That is so high. Both players just remembering that this is still all a game. Main thing is to have fun. They both love having fun.
I think Zach knew that he was kind of in trouble after the intro, so he started singing, and then Anson immediately started singing. Still a lot of chart left.
Crowd in unison, just nailing the stops.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Zach never recovered from the intro, but we got a really great sing-along out of it.
Yeah, both players still showing out.
I feel like we need to add like a player mic on the machine, just like point at the players so you can hear whatever. Most players are very quiet when they play.
I mean, I would get canceled very quickly if you did that.
You'd hear me get mad at myself for every great.
Dude, I was yelling at the audience last year, or at the last Boba Cup.
Gosh. Great match. And the boys hugging it out. You love to see it. 2-0 for Anson. That clinches him second place.
Both players posing for the cameras.
One of the most handsome photos of the tournament, I would imagine.
Oh, definitely.
All right, so we are, I think.
All right, I think we're actually wrapping up with pool 16 at this point.
I've been having so much fun that I have not been keeping track of where we are in the field. Oh,
we have one more?
We are Gucci.
No, okay, yeah. Okay.
So that was it. So that officially locks us in. Yoshi with the 18-point clean 2-0-2-0-2-0 sweeperoonie.
Once
Anson.
again, let's go Bonth players.
Bonth. But Yoshi and Anson both advance to top 6, which is a double elimination bracket with 2 players given a seed into winners semis. Those 2 players are Harujun and Tai.
Yep.
So we have, I believe we have a, yep.
We're going to be pulling up the
already
bracket.
ahead of me. I was just thinking it, and Watson read my mind. But we have the bracket here. So it will be Fenrir versus Yoshi. And then, oh, that graphic didn't get upgraded.
Yeah.
So for some reason, we put the
Name
wrong
is
player
wrong.
in. I don't know. But that re-rhyme is actually T-Swag, a.k.a. the Hootsman.
Yep. A.k.a. Yanu's 5K.
Yes, Yanis 5K. So it'll be Fenrir versus Yoshi, Hootsman versus Anson. That's fun to say. Hootsman, Anson. Kind of rhymes. The winner of Fenrir and Yoshi plays Harujun. The winner of T-Swag and losers go down into losers bracket. It looks like we are going to be shifting to a group photo now, so we are going and we will get this double elimination bracket started.
I will not be back. Thank you all
I
for
will
putting
be
up with me. Bye-bye.
Everyone say thanks, Mr. Brown.